Hi. All right, let me make sure we're live. I know we still have a few more minutes before we get started, but I'm doing Zoom to Facebook Live, and I just wanted to make sure that we were good and everything in here, and it looks like we are. All right, so hi everybody. All right, so we still have about like another 4-ish minutes or so. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of mute myself out while I have everything kind of set up in the background here. I think I'm live. Let's see here. Yes. All right, perfect. All right, so jump on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and I will be back in a few more minutes, and then we will go ahead and get started. All right, we have 2 more minutes, so figured I would just kind of pop on here. But let me know where you guys watching from. I'm in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm so excited. We actually have like warm weather. My youngest always asks Alexa, like every single morning, like, Alexa, what's the weather going to be today? And he was so excited. He was like, it's going to be in the 80s. And I'm like, perfect. Because last week we were kind of a little bit on the colder side. So we got Northern Kentucky, Dublin, Ohio. Yeah, where's everyone at? It is nice and sunny for us here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Definitely loving this spring weather. Cannot wait for summer when all the kids are out. But yeah, let me know. Are you guys? We have officially 1 more minute, and I am so excited to be talking to you guys today. So jump on. Let me know you're here. I do have my phone pulled out, so I will be able to see all of your comments and all of your stuff. Hopefully, since no kids are here using our Wi-Fi, hopefully we will have a nice clear feed, no issues. But you know, um, technology sometimes, so we will see. Smart camera. All right. Okay, you guys. Well, I am excited. We are going to go ahead and get started. So let me actually record this on here. Okay. There we go. Everyone can hear me all right, I'm guessing. Let me know. Hear me good. So I'm excited. I'm going to be talking to you guys all about skin consults. So before I kind of get started, let me just tell you who I am. So my name is Amy Rhoades. I am a sales director in Leah Laughlin's area. And so I actually started my Mary Kay business in September of 2011. I was 8.5 months pregnant, working full time as a nurse at the hospital. And so I became a sales director in May of 2016, and we earned our first free car in June of 2016. And it's been great. We've been driving free ever since. So for 10 years, driving free, and it's been absolutely amazing. You guys, our car program is amazing. So comment if you drive a free car, how many years have you guys been driving free? We do have 3 kids, so I do take the cash now because I needed a van with all of our equipment and sports and all the things we always have. But love it. So let me know if you, how many years you guys have been driving free. So I am a mom of 3 kids, and we are all very, very active. So my husband, he's a high school basketball coach. He also is the coach for our AAU basketball team, and he is the assistant coach for our select baseball team. So we are like super busy. And that's kind of where like skin consults kind of like, and I hate even using the word busy because we do it to ourselves. Even when we don't have something planned, we're like, well, what can we do? So we just kind of put that on ourselves. And so how this is going to work, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a backstory of how like skin consults came into play. And when I started this a couple years ago, I did not even realize like that's what like we were calling it. But now I'm like, okay, like this is what it is. I'm going to dive into actually what is a skin consult, how I find people for my skin consults, and what I actually do at my consults. So first off, just so you guys know, so I am an activator. If you guys have taken the Gallup Strengths, I'm an activator. So I will start things very quickly, and then if I don't have a system to keep it going, it just kind of like fades out or just kind of gets lost. I am also unmedicated ADHD. So some of you guys that were at an event that we just did, and Lori Hogg was there. I love it. She was, I'm the most unprofessional professional you ever meet. And I'm like, I can so relate to that because I am like a squirrel at times, but I use it to my advantage for it. Um, and so systems have not always been my strong suit, and I get bored very quickly. And I'm always trying to come up with a new way to make my Mary Kay business fun. So if you guys caught that, I'm not just finding a new thing to always do, I'm finding a new way to make my Mary Kay business exciting for me. And so I've been running with skin consults, not technically the name of the skin consults, but I've been like with this technique for about like 2 years or so. And I came up with the systems to make it flow for me to where it can be very consistent. And you guys, I do this in addition, so hear that, in addition to in-person and virtual parties, my birthday systems and everything like that. You guys, this is not a replacement for all the other things that we do in our business. It's kind of like referrals. We get referrals. I think Joy talked about this. Like you get leads and referrals multiple different ways. It's the same thing with how we run our business. I am someone that, like I said, get bored easily. Like I need multiple different things to like kind of keep my interest, and also in seasons of my life when things are a little bit more hectic, I can do certain things. So I needed to find something that worked for my schedule, and that's where the skin consults came into play. Now, when I first got started, big parties were my jam. Like I was the queen of 8 to 12 people at every single party. I know some people are like, oh, I like smaller parties, and that's fine. For me, being a nurse, I was working my 312s, weekends, holidays, all that stuff. And so I had 4 days off. And yes, you can pack 30 parties into 4 days, 100%. But for me, I'm like, I did not want to be, because obviously the 3 days I worked, I wasn't doing much once I got home, 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. Like I was exhausted going to bed. So I had to work it on my days off. So for me, I really wanted to be able to see 10 plus faces every single week, like kind of the 3 parties every week. And so for me, that wasn't really the option that I was willing to do at that time. And so 3 parties was not really working for me. And then the weekends were busy, especially if I worked. So work like having like 3 parties on a Saturday was not ideal for me. So for me, big parties was my jam. Loved it. I was bringing in $1,000 every single party, which means I was making $500 every single week pretty consistently. I loved it, which means one-on-ones, y'all, I hated one-on-ones. And I know some of you guys love one-on-ones. So let me know, are you more of like a smaller party? Do you like larger parties? Like, what do you guys like? Like, comment in the chat. I love seeing it. But for me, I did not like those small parties. I thrived off of the energy of the larger parties. So one-on-ones I did not like because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing one person, and it was taking all this time of like almost a normal party, but was not seeing the money with it. So I tweaked it to really make it work for me. So since doing these, and I was not one that always kept track of everything. So I was only really able to kind of go back like 6 or so months of like looking at some of the stuff I was doing. But I have maybe had 1 or 2 people cancel. And I cannot even be 100% sure that those people did not even reschedule. For the most part, my skin consults hold. And I looked at it and I've sold about $799 down to $0. And the $0, not often at all. And some of them were because they joined, because they were like, okay, this is smart to join. I do want to kind of throw in a little thing with that. You guys, I always make the sale first. I am not that person that I'm going to sit down with them and sell them a skincare lot and like have them look at the skincare and be like, oh my gosh, you guys so just join and get this 50% off. That's not where I'm at with this. I wanted to serve them. I would sell them the skincare line, sometimes $800. I would sell it to them. And then if by chance after through the layering process and after they're using it and falling in love, if they decide to join my team, that's great. So it's not one that I push right away of saying, oh my gosh, like you're already at like the 225, like you should so just join. That's not where I go with this. I'm making sure that I'm serving them first and foremost. So like getting them on the skincare and getting them hooked on it. And so the people that were to zero, it's like I said, because maybe they were, because I do bring it up. I talk about it. I'm not one that does not shy away from it. I will do a survey at the end that talks about if they want to join Mary Kay, but it's not one that I push for them until they kind of get on the product and try all that stuff. Okay. So I did look, and on average, I am averaging about $240 a person, and my consults are 30 to 60 minutes. All right. So first, let's go over. So that's kind of the backstory of how skin consults kind of like came into play for me. And so, and I love this. Okay. Like one-on-ones, multiple people. Okay. I love it. A little bit of both. And you guys, that's the best of both worlds. And Mary Kay, love that we make this business what we want. But to have all of it, the in person, the virtual, the large parties, the small parties, the one-on-ones, like having a mix of all of it really is going to make you such a round consultant where you're going to be the best at like all those things, right? Like start off maybe with what your jam is, but then learn how to do all of them. So that way you are just like that well-rounded consultant. Okay, so let's go over what Skin Consult is. But first, I want to talk about Skin Concierge. This is something that is growing right now. You guys may have heard of Skin Concierge. I know, like Leah and Julia and him, like they've talked about this before. But this is one where it is a growing business, you guys, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. And so, Skin Concierge is a personalized skincare service providing tailored advice, treatment plans, and ongoing guidance from experts, often acting as a bridge between high-end aesthetics and personalized care. It moves beyond traditional one-time treatments, offering direct access to professionals for long-term skin health. So this is different from getting a facial, right? And so, like, I need to go get a facial. So, for instance, like I have a handstone massage that I do monthly, but I usually always just go in for a massage. Every once in a while, when I have enough credits, I'm like, dude, let's knock out a massage and a facial because I got to use some of these credits up. But I never have the same person. And maybe you guys are really good at scheduling and getting your person. I'm the type of person where as you guys saw, I'm the activator, ADHD, and all that stuff where I'll be sitting in my office and I have nothing else planned later on. I was like, go for a massage right now. And then I'll like just go schedule a massage with whoever's available. Okay. So I'm kind of like fly by the seat of my pants when it comes to some things. So I never schedule that in advance. So for me, it's like a one-time thing with each person. That is what we don't want, right? We want to be tailored for their skincare. So, what do we want to be known for as Mary Kay consultants? We want to be an expert in our field. So, when I first started, I remember I approached my sister in law about trying our products, and she was using a high end, another direct selling companies, their skincare line that really talk about the science with their skincare. And I remember I asked her about using ours, and she goes, "No, no thanks. I like to use what I'm using because like scientists like back their product." I looked at her like, what do you think? Like monkeys are in there like making our product? Like, no, like we have scientists like back our product too. But a lot of times people don't know that. When people think of Mary Kay, they think of makeup, the pink, the fun. They don't think that we have such a high-end product. You guys, we work with ophthalmologists, dermatologists, and other medical experts. We have scientists. Like, we have all that in Mary Kay too, but we just have to let people know what our brand is about. We follow the EU guidelines. You guys, our products are amazing, but people sometimes just see that surface level Mary Kay, pink, happy, like makeup. They don't think high end, like, this is an amazing skincare brand. So it's our job to let them know about that. And so we want to be the one that they come to for skincare and makeup. We want to brand ourselves experts in that skincare and or makeup. And so with me being a nurse, you guys, I've had people, I've been resigned from the hospital for 9 years, thanks, almost 9 years, thanks to Mary Kay. But I still have people to this day call me when they have like health issues. I am still that advocate for family and friends when they go into the hospital. I'm still that person, right? Because they call me because they're like, oh, she's the nurse. I'm going to call her. So I want you guys to think about and even comment in here, okay? What's a job either that you have or had that people like would call you for advice? Like, are you the nurse? Are you a lawyer? Are you a teacher, a physical therapist? Like, what did you do or what do you do that people saw you as an expert in your field and they called you to ask you questions? And I want you guys to think about who do you guys call? All right. So I just broke my foot last week. Happy 41st. I've turned 41 last Wednesday and I broke my foot last Tuesday evening. But like right away, even though like I was a nurse with it, I called my friend that like works in the ortho office and was like talking to her about it. My sister-in-law was a physical therapist. I'll ask her for certain things if I tweak my body or do something specific. We need a new roof in our house. So like I called a friend that I know about that. You guys, what are things that you guys, if something is going on with you or your house, you guys, a lot of times people like pop into our head like, oh, I need to call them because you know they're more of an expert in the field than what you are. That is what we want to be. We want people to come to us if they're having skin or makeup needs. If they are like, oh my gosh, I am aging, I'm noticing redness, I'm noticing acne, I'm noticing dryness, I'm noticing the wrinkles that I did not have last year. What is it that like you want to be known for, right? We want them to call us if all of a sudden they're like, hey, I have these questions. Okay. So, what do you want to be good at? Is it skincare? Is it makeup? I really do personally think that in this business, we need to be good at both. At the very beginning, I will be honest, probably for the first year, I did not touch makeup. Now, yes, we did a muffins and makeovers that I would bring guests to, but I would maybe do like a quick dash out the door because that's how I was trained is skincare, microderm, dash out the door. And that was like about it. I did not really dive into makeup because I didn't feel comfortable. Skincare is our bread and butter. So be a beast and an expert at knowing our skincare, which means using the product, learning about our product, and then you can even do the makeup. Now I will do bridal makeup if needed. It's not like my biggest thing that I do, but if you think about Joy Rent, she just did the training. Was it last week? I think about like the leads and referrals. You guys, if you see her, like she posts the pictures of her wedding stuff, like of the wedding makeup she does. If someone that she knows or is on her Facebook feed is getting married, guess what? Joy is popping into their head right away because they're like, I need to call Joy. I see her post. I see that she does this, right? So, what do you want to be known for? So that's kind of like where the skin consults kind of came from is branding. I wanted to be an expert in my field of what I did. And I know I sometimes will have like the nursing like backstories, and that's just because I did it for so long. But another story is when I first started, you have nurses, we have to start IVs, right? Well, I was not the best at it. And so I would try it. And then I would always go to our charge nurse or clinical coordinator, be like, hey, I wasn't able to get them. Can you go in and try to stick? Or they're a hard stick. Can you go help? Well, when I was working to become our charge nurse and our clinical coordinator on our floor, I was like, shoot, that's going to be me. They're going to be coming to me for IVs. So, you guys, I became a beast at it. I went around to everybody that was working that day. I'm like, listen, like, if you need someone to start an IV, like, call me. Like, I will come and, like, I will try it. You guys, I became a beast at starting IVs. I was known for it. If someone had a hard stick or they weren't able to get them, whatever the case was, or they were busy, right away they knew, oh, Amy's on the floor. I'm going to call her right away because I know she can do it. I wanted to be an expert. I was like, I want to be known like, this is my jam. This is what I can do. So you want to be that expert in your field, which is like Mary Kay. So, how I get people, I talked about branding. And so, you want to brand yourself, stories, posts, TikToks, being active in your VIP group. And when I say that, letting people know who you are and what you offer, not in a begging way, like, please get together with me, let's get together. Literally, in a, I'm putting it out there. Sometimes, yes, you can ask for certain things, but for the most part, it's just putting it out there and letting people know what we offer and what we do. I am someone that buys TikTok products. Okay. I will, like, I've bought in hair care, I've bought in clothes, dresses, shoes, jeans. And you guys, I will tell you, I will have to see that TikTok 4 or 5 times about a product before I buy it. And TikTok's algorithm is smart. The moment you watch the whole thing and you kind of click on it a little bit, they start showing you every single person that's worn those jeans. And then I will buy it. It's not the first time ever, you guys, have I bought something the first time I saw it on TikTok. I've never bought it. I've watched it pop up on my feed multiple times before I bought it. And that's the same thing with us. Sometimes we think, oh, if I post every day, or oh, I just post about our dynamic wrinkle limiter, I don't want to post about it again. You guys post about it 4 or 5 times. When our dynamic wrinkle limiter went out there, I posted my before and afters multiple times. It wasn't sometimes till the 5th or 6th time that I posted it that I was getting asked, like getting people, okay, I've been seeing your posts, like I need to know. And so it took multiple times. So don't be that butterfly, don't be that mosquito and annoying people, but just be gentle because guess what? That person that you may post on today, Thursday, guess what? They may not have seen it. And then when you post it again on Saturday, they may have seen it and then you post it again next week, right? So you have to post things multiple times for people to see it. Um, and so the other one too is I've had people, you guys, that on Facebook that not even customers that literally have just messaged me like, hey, I need your help. I saw your post on such and such. I'm having this issue with myself. I'm having issue with my daughter. Like, what can I do? And so I'll get together with skin consults with them because of that, because they're seeing my post. You have to put it out there like what you're doing. Um, and pay attention, moms groups, and what's going on your Facebook, Insta, TikTok. I am not, do not hear me say spend all day scrolling till you can find the person that's asking for advice, you guys. I am not saying that. I am saying be like alert, pay attention to it. Even this morning in one of our moms groups, someone's posting, all right, you guys, I need a good eye cream. I'm having the under eye wrinkles, the redness, or not redness, darkness, crepiness. I'm having all this stuff. Like, let me know what you're like, let me know, what are you using? You guys, it's out there a lot. And now maybe it's just because I just turned 41 that like a lot of the people on my thing are like aging with me. And so I'm seeing more of the aging stuff, but I am seeing it over and over. It's kind of like if you're pregnant, all of a sudden you start seeing every single pregnant person. If all of a sudden you're looking at a blue car to buy, you're seeing every single blue car out there. What you're thinking about is what you're seeing. And so start paying attention to that and being that person that fulfills and that need. Okay. Now, also, the other thing too is I start with my customers. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. So this is, let me make sure it's switching over for you guys. I will share this boards. I know Facebook's. Um, okay, so for my customer script, this is one thing. And you guys make it your own, kind of like fix it up a little bit. Like, hey, I'm helping my clients update their skincare routine for better results. I love to do the same for you. We can look at your current products, try a few things, and create a customized plan just for you. Want to set up a quick consult. Okay. That's an easy thing that you're able to do, sending to like your current people. If it's a new person that you're seeing on Facebook or a friend or whatever it is that maybe like they're not on our products. Hey, I'm reaching out because I'm currently offering personalized skin consultations where we really dial in a routine just for you, just for your skin type and goals. I'd love to pamper you a bit and make sure you're getting the best results. Would you like me to save you a spot? All right. So that's another one. The other one that I do, I want to make sure I'm like sticking with my stuff. Okay. The other one I do is this one for virtual and in person. Hey, I have a few openings this week for customized skin consult. It's a fun, relaxed session where we focus on your skin and find the best routine for you. Would you prefer a virtual or in-person appointment? I do want to say if you choose that one, kind of what we say last or when we give options, that's what they're going to choose. If you give the easy way out of saying virtual, a lot of times they're going to choose that. So if you are really looking for in person, you guys, maybe shy away from that or take out the virtual because a lot of people are going to choose that. I have my birthday system, and in my form that I do, I will even say, do you want to get together for a 15-minute consult, a 30-minute skin consultation, in person for a party, virtual party, or hey, I don't even have 15 minutes. Please send me how-to videos. 9 times out of 10, they are saying, send me the how-to videos because I give that as an option. Okay, and I give that as an option because it works for me in my busy schedule. I can send them that, but I don't just take it for that. So for my birthday ones, if somebody were to say, I'm super busy, I can only like just send me the how-to. If they live close to me, or if I'm looking at their form and they're like, I have this issue, this issue, this issue, I'm really looking for this. I've had some people say, like, oh my gosh, I've been looking for a new skin routine. Please, like, I need to try to find something else. And if they're saying that and they're like local to me, I'm sending them a message. Hey, I know you said you don't even have 15 minutes to spare, send you, but I would love to get together and like do like a customized skin consult. I can keep them to like 30 minutes. Do you think we can find a time? I'm still asking them that, and then I will book them. Even though they said I don't even have the time, I'll still ask that question and turn some of even my birthday people into skin consults. Okay. But kind of the last thing that you say, if you give the easy option, they're going to take that 9 times out of 10. So just be aware when you're doing that for scripts. All right. So after they, let me see. Oh yeah. So I even had one person that was like super busy. You guys, she stopped by before she went to work. She was here for 15 minutes. She filled out the form. I kind of knew what she was going to be trying. She didn't even try the products. I had them all sitting out. I walked her through them. She bought it all. It was a $320 order. She got the repair line and a lot of other stuff. And it was a 15-minute thing. And then she grabbed it all. And I do carry inventory. I have a studio at my house. So like I literally just packed it right up for her and she walked off out the door with it. And so it made it really nice because I was able to customize her time with that 15 minutes. She just didn't try the product at that point. So once somebody says yes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule them. All right. So for scheduling, I'm not going to dive completely into all the scheduling stuff. And I got kind of fast here now. I was like, oh, this will be more than 30 or less than 30 minutes. But for scheduling, for me, I work from home. I do a lot of my things during the day because once the kids get home at 4 o'clock, it's taking them all to sports and doing all the activities. So for me, for the most part, I book during the day. You'd be surprised at how many people actually have time during the day. So if you're telling yourself nobody can do it during the day, you're telling yourself a lie. Now, yes, sometimes people can't do it till the evening, and that's fine. I will work around it. If you are someone that does have a very, very busy schedule, Calendly, I don't personally use this, but I know a lot of people will use Calendly and they will put their schedule in there. So when someone says yes, they literally send them their Calendly link. It is free if you're doing like just one thing that they can book. You can send them their Calendly, they can fill it out, and then they literally can pick and choose the date. Me personally, I would probably not book it out more than 2 weeks. I have, I think, such a high hold rate because when they book me, I'm literally having them in my house sometimes the next day or within that week, and they're getting in super fast. That way, it's from when they book. They're super excited still, and they come. Then once I book them, let me share my screen again. I am sending them over this intake form. I will say I did just switch over to the ones on boards. I have been using a Google form. So if you're like, I don't pay for boards, you can't do the intake form on boards like through Pages, just do a Google form. It's fine. That's literally how I did this up until just recently. So this is my skin intake form. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you because you guys can like read it yourself. This is a mix. I know Leah uses some of it from her Glowology stuff. Darcy, one of my team members, kind of like revamped some of it. So I cannot take the credit for all of this. A lot of people kind of put all their little tidbits into this, and I just put all my things together. Birthday, how would you describe your skin? What skincare concerns currently are you using to take care of your skin? What does your morning routine consist of? How much time are you willing to spend? All of that. And then I dive into a little bit of this so that way they know about a cancellation policy. How long do they last? Do I need to bring anything? Will I be expected to purchase? What type of payment do you do? What products will I use? Is this really complimentary? So I have all that. And again, you will see this, create your own. Do not just take mine because then I will be getting all of your people's info. But I make that so that way I know this is great, especially for newer people, because then you are going to be able to look at that and you can reach out to your mentor, research, and be like, okay, she says she has this issue, this issue, this issue. Okay, she's allergic to this, she's allergic to that. Okay, and you're able to build a customized routine before she comes. Now, if you've been doing this for a while, you can probably look at this the day that she comes and you're going to be fine. But if you're newer, this is great because it gives you an idea of really how to build up her consult. Okay, now, what I want to do is now I'm going to dive into what I actually do at my session, and then we're going to be kind of closing it out here. I have the form, and let me share my screen again, you guys. This is the form that I just created. It's kind of bland, blah, whatever, but it works for me. For my intake form, just created on Canva. And this is what I use. I do put it on a clipboard just because I feel more professional when I have it on a clipboard. Some of this stuff is already filled out, but this is what I'm kind of filling out when I'm in front of her with the questions. There's profile cards, that's fine, but I typically use this, and that way I have all their information right here on it for their next steps and everything like that, the main goal, the products they tried, and then what the follow-up is going to be. So this is something that, like I said, I will kind of have filled out, and then I'll fill it out more when they actually come in person with me. And so how it works is they come and I'm sitting down with them, you guys. It is nice and relaxed. I do have this, like I said, at my home studio. I will have Alexa playing like nice, relaxing music. I will also have my essential oil, usually doing like serenity or lavender, very lightly. You guys, you never know people's sensitivity to fragrance, and you can even ask that question. So I have that very lightly, so it's not a strong scent like as soon as they walk in. And I'm really just talking to them. I will have a light up mirror. I don't do the tray in the mirror, you guys. I literally just will have a light up mirror. I will have the products that I think will work for them right out in front of them. And you guys, I will do more products. I will have the dynamic wrinkle limiter there. I will have the deep wrinkle filler there. I will have our clinical solution line, the hydrating cream mask. I will have it all there. Not necessarily she's trying every little bit, but I will have it all kind of sitting out there for her where if she does need to try something, I can have her try it at that point in time. Um, and then I am actually squeezing the stuff into her hands as she does it. The first one, I'm kind of squeezing, and then I'm kind of even having her touch it and grab it and put it in there. So it's almost like this is her bottle. She is taking it and she's putting it there. And that way also I can tell like, oh, girl, right there, the amount that you use, that's gonna last you like 2 or 3 times. Like you don't need that much. So that way she's getting the feel for it. And that way when she goes home with it, she's educated on what she's going to be doing with it versus being like, I don't even know how to use these products. She's going to know the right amount versus me putting it on the tray before. So I don't even have to worry about the meals and trays. I will have a warm washcloth, whether you have that in like a towel warmer or however you do it. I'll have a warm washcloth and a bowl ready for her as well. Okay. And if by chance they have not done the skin analyzer, I will do that first. So that way I can kind of get an idea of like the products. And I will say, hey, so these are the products that it recommended for you. And for the most part, you guys, it's the products that you probably already have out for her anyways. And I'm like, so I'm like, we're going to go ahead and try that. Everything is customizable, you guys. I keep it very casual and lightweight. I wish I could tell you exactly every single thing that I say, but I can't because it's going to be different and it's customized. But if you're like, I don't know about your stuff, like you don't know about your skincare, you don't know about everything, I do have a binder. You guys, actually, it's right here. Oh, actually, this is my other one. Oh, no, it is this one. I have this one, and I have like all the things. It's like I have before and after pictures. I have like tons of things. I have all the information, and I even take notes myself on like the different ingredients and like what they are. I will have this sitting next to me. So that way, if they do ask a specific question on something that I'm like, shoot, I don't know about, I will pull it up right then and there. So that way I'm prepared with it. Um, and so I don't use a set sheet. You can use one. I don't use a set sheet for these, you guys. I don't offer a deal for these. They literally are coming and they are paying full price. Okay, sorry. I will say I will do Monica's deals. Okay, so I do Monica's deals. That is the only thing that they're really getting at this. I will offer a second appointment where they can do a spa session with their friends. So I'm making sure that I'm still working a full circle. You can do referrals, you can do all that kind of stuff still, but it's more casual. And so after they try all the products, I will say, is it okay if I recommend some products to you that I think would work for your skin? Okay. Out of like some of the things that you tried and I think what would be best for you and what you're looking for. Always they say yes. I'm like, okay. I ask about their budget. And you guys, this is something where I know it can be hard to talk about money, but you guys, we are professionals and we need to make sure that we're knowing what their budget is. Sometimes they say, I have no budget. Most of the time when they come for skin consult, they're like, hey, as long as it's working for my skin, I'm good. They might say two, three, $400, whatever it is. And it's not like when they say, oh, budget $400, I'm not gonna, they may not be walking out there with $400, right? That's not my goal. It's not like if you walk into a car dealership and they're like, all right, what's your total? And you're like, okay, I don't want to spend more than $30,000. You guys, they're going to give you a car and they're going to charge you $30,000, right? So that's not what I'm doing, but I at least need to know. So if they're like, okay, I only have $100, you guys, I may talk about like, okay, listen, this repair line might be the best for you. I know that's over your budget, but what are your thoughts on? And then at that point, I'm talking to what about getting together with friends? I will give this to you for the $100. If we get together with you and 8 of your friends, I will give this to you the whole thing for $100. This is where this does take experience too, learning about it, but I will offer them something, and that might be my hostess benefits for them. That I will tell them what they need to do to get something else that they didn't try for free. So it's not like if they say their budget's $100, I'm not going to say, well, the repair line's out of your budget and just throw that off to the side. I'm going to still bring it up, but I'm going to let them know how I can work with their budget and how they can still get the product that's going to work for them. Okay. So after I do that, like I said, I have all the products sitting out. I will actually have them take a picture of what they get. I will have them take a picture of the morning and I'll have them take a picture of night. So if it's the repair line, I'm like, okay, you're gonna do da 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 da, and they will take a picture of it. So that way they know exactly what they're doing. It helps me in my follow-up so much better versus them just leaving and be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I'm writing their name in 2 days after I get together because it's a 2 + 2 + 2. 2 days after I get together, that way I know to follow up with them and be like, hey, Susie, so I just wanted to check in. I know you took pictures, but I still want to make sure that everything's working right for you. Any questions and walking through that. And then again, in 2 weeks, I'm going to write their name again. And so that way I'm making sure I'm doing my due diligence. You guys, my people that come over for skin consults, they are consistently reordering. They are my VIP customers because they are on the skincare and I treated them with such like basically customizable treatment for them that they are sticking with me and they know to call me if they have any questions or concerns. And they're also referring me to their family and friends, just like we want to do, right? That is like the beauty of our business is like just getting those referrals. So the next thing is you guys create your own flow. I wasn't going to say this part, but I'm like, you know what? I'm going to. Just know this is not Mary Kay. All right, I do have back and foot massagers here. I have 2 back massagers, I have 5 foot massagers, and so I do use those at my party. And I will say, all right, you guys, so while your treatment's on, do you want to like sit in this or like use this? Obviously, if they're pregnant, you need to watch that. You need to watch if they have health conditions. This is where, and I will say, this is nothing that Mary Kay offers. This is just something that I do. And that's why part of me was like, I don't want to say that to you guys because I don't want you guys to all go out and get back and foot massagers. And then someone has like, someone's pregnant and you like induce labor because you put them in like a tight foot massage, whatever the case is. But it is something that I do offer my people. Um, Obviously, if people have health conditions, that's a different thing that you want to like look at. But that's how I kind of create my flow. And I just have it just very casual for them. Skin consults, you guys, are a great way to build a bond, something where they are going to be coming back to you over and over again because it's customizable and you're able to build that. And then um, the customized part of it and the relaxed part of it really works for me. The idea that it's only 30 to 60 minutes, and I let them know that in advance. So it helps keep us on track for what they want. If they say 30 minutes, you guys, I'm done in 30 minutes. And I'm already like stressing because I'm at 31 minutes and I'm supposed to be off in 30. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I want to make sure I'm always respecting someone's time. If I book them for 30 minutes, you guys, I'm not keeping them longer unless they're saying, oh girl, I can stay here longer. Like it's not a big deal. But for the most part, I am keeping them exactly at their time because I want to respect them. They say an hour, you guys, I'm not keeping them an hour and 10, an hour and 2 even. I don't want to keep them. I want to respect that time. Okay, so I want to be known as that skincare girl. I want people to come to me. If you had like a professional job, it's really hard sometimes to be like, oh my gosh, I went from a nurse and I'm a Mary Kay person. But this is where I feel like a professional because I'm like, I am that like I'm helping them. I'm doing skin consults. To me, that is professional and I'm loving it and I'm not embarrassed about it. And you should never be embarrassed on your Mary Kay business. But when you are finding your jam and you are actually realizing that you are helping somebody out, you guys, that is where it takes it from oh, the Mary Kay person, I'm just doing this, to like, I'm a Mary Kay person, like I'm a Mary Kay consultant, like I offer amazing services to my people, to my customers. Um, so I want to be known as that Mary Kay person. And then they will contact me when they have questions. Their friends will contact me. You guys, I don't want them to turn to TikTok and chat GPT. You guys, AI is so big. I don't want them turning to them, be like, so what should I do for this? I want them to call me. I want my face, my name to pop up in their mind. I want them to call me. And so you guys, let's get out there and be the experts in our Mary Kay business. Guys, school is never out for the pro. So always continue to learn and use our products. If you're not using our products head to toe, you guys, this is going to be really hard to do and talk about our products. Even the men's line. Y'all, how many of you guys have tried the men's line? I'm not a man, but I have tried the men's line because guess what? I want to be able to confidently say how it feels. I've tried every single product, even if it's not for me. I've tried the mattifying stuff, even though I have dry skin. Try everything so you know how it all works. All right, guys. So I am a little bit past time. So thank you guys so much. If you have questions, like I said, you guys can put them in this chat. I'll kind of pay attention to that. And then I will be posting my boards for you guys as well. So you guys have it. All right. Bye, everybody.